All right, so it's day one of our Continental Mustang 360 Week to Wicked. This is where we take a complete stock car, and in our case, it's a 2013 Mustang GT. We got a bunch of parts to throw at this car. We got parts that are gonna make this car faster, handle better, and stop quicker. Let's get going.
One of the biggest reasons we stepped into a 13 to 14 S197 Mustang is because we've already done a 1966 Week to Wicked build about 6 months ago. So moving forward, we wanted to do something for the muscle Mustangs and Fast Forwards with Mustang 360 branding, and it only made sense to get into the later model car without actually diving into the new S550s. Now, the biggest reason for that is with the newer cars, it's actually made these cars a lot more affordable. So we do have a 2011 Mustang already in our fleet, which was the first year of the Coyote platform. Now, rather than regurgitate that car or start with something similar, we decided that it might be better to go into something like a 2013 or 14, which would be a lot more relevant for our readers at that point. What we wanted to do is have a vehicle that you can actually get into the car, drive it, not worry about it. It'll still be reliable, and you're going to be making quite a bit more horsepower than you were from the factory application. So along those lines, we have a lot of modifications that we're going to do. One of the big ones for the street is obviously we want to have a nice set of street tires for this. We're working with Continental Tire, who's come on board pretty big with us on this particular build. They do have a selection of tires that we're going to use. We're going to showcase those. Won't get into too many details about it at this point, but we will be getting into every aspect of the build, every product that we're using, and you're going to get an inside view, not only from the build itself, but from the people that are involved with the manufacturing side of it.
My name is Robert Allen from CR Shine Detailing. We're out of Long Beach, California. We brought Wizard Products to do a full, complete paint correction on this car for Week to Wicked. First step in the process, we're going to be using our Wicked clay along with our Mist and Shine. So what that does is when we're using the clay process on the car, you need a lubricant to move the clay, to remove the contaminants off the paint. Dry that surface off, and after we're done with that, then we'll go to our Mystic Cut polishing compound. We use our microfiber cutting pad. We'll take all your imperfections in the paint, completely remove those, and then we'll go over it again with another polishing pad with no microfiber on it. It's a foam orange pad that we use. That will take out every imperfection and level out the paint. And then we're gonna move on to our Mystic Nano Wax. And what that will do is that will seal the surface and put a real high depth wet gloss look to the paint when we're done.
Mark the hinges so we can pull the hood off.
All right, we've come to the time now where we're going to replace our coils and plugs on our 2013 Mustang GT. But first I want to show you something. If you take a look at this plug that we took out, you're going to see a lot of white, ashy looking stuff on the tip of the ground electrode. That's oil ash. So essentially we're starting to burn oil in this car in one of the cylinders. It's not a big deal, but when you're changing your plugs and you see that, it's something to keep an eye on in the future. Now I'm going to go over and help these guys get the rest of our E3 spark plugs and our E3 coils into this car.
Well, it's the end of day one, and boy, E3 has been nothing but perfect. The car started up even though it doesn't have gas in it. All right, so it's the end of day one, and although it looks like we are going backwards, we're not. We got the supercharger almost finished up. We had to get the intercooler in, the pump for that, so that's why the whole front fascia is off. Tomorrow, we're gonna come in, put the car back together, finish off the blower, and continue on.